Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my June update for my Rolling Project 10 pan. I am really excited. I finally have an empty within this project. I think my only other success in this project has been one pan on a bronzer. So we have one empty to share with you guys today. I also have one other product I'm going to be rolling, like exchanging out. We'll get into why, but if you guys are interested in seeing my update and progress on my Rolling Project 10 pan, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project panning content or just chit-chatting about makeup, I would love if you'd consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's jump into the video. I just filmed my whole collection project pan, which will actually be going up after this, but I rolled in a lip gloss that's currently on my lips and I'm not sure how I'm feeling about it, but whatever, it is what it is. I was also outside most of the day and I think we actually got sunburnt, which I'm a little bit disappointed in myself, but just so happy to be out basking in the sun. All right, you guys, we are gonna go in order that I have these items listed, in order that I like shared them with you and rolled them in, which actually means I'm gonna be sharing my empty with you first. It is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hyaluronic Hydrating Primer. Loved this primer. It is an empty. When we rolled this in, I had about half of this left. You guys know, if you're longtime subscribers, I absolutely love the First Aid Beauty primers. I do still have the First Aid Beauty Coconut primer in my collection, so I won't immediately go out and repurchase this. I actually have come to the conclusion that I feel like the First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin is my favorite and the only one that I need to keep in my collection, so I'm very excited to have a primer empty. And I did go buy a new primer to celebrate today. So my makeup inventory numbers won't be decreasing by any. But anyway, this, when I rolled this in, was 52 grams. It weighed 26 grams last update. It weighs 16 grams today as an empty. I pretty much exclusively use that primer every single day. It was very hydrating on the skin. I do have dry skin, so even some mornings. So I typically do my eyeshadow first. Sometimes I would go in with my First Aid Beauty Hyaluronic Primer and just let like my skin soak that in. And then I would do my eyeshadow and go in with a pore filling primer like as I was ready to actually do my complexion. So that's how I ended up finishing that up. Next up, my Cosis Cloud Set Powder. I am making great progress on this and this makes me so happy and exciting. I do have a pan, which I did have last update as well. This weighed 75 grams when I rolled this in. It weighed 72 grams last update. It weighs 72 grams today. I feel like I probably have 2 to 3 more months left of use on this, but I'll be really excited to actually finish a powder up this year, and one that was pretty much new at the beginning of the year. I mean, I had to use this, but there was a lot of product in this. It's also a baked product, so I just feel like it takes longer to get through, but I do really like this product. I would consider repurchasing this, but I would like to get through some of my other powders. It is one of my more favorite powders in my collection. I don't necessarily, I feel like the more I use this, the more I love it. So I do actually feel like this kind of is deserving of the hype. That's like, what I do find interesting is sometimes a product that I think is a favorite, I'll work on panning and I decide it's actually not a favorite. And then products like this, I liked, but the more I use it, the more I like it. So that's always a fun part of project panning. You really get to know a product. My goal is to empty this out, finish it off, so we're still chugging away on that. My Hourglass Concealer, I was hoping to be done by now, but alas, here it is. When I rolled this in, this weighed 32 grams. It weighed 30 grams last update. It still weighs 30 grams. When I rolled this in, we had about half of the product left, and I don't know where to mark this. Like, I truly don't know. I feel like I let this settle. Sometimes I feel like I notice disturbance, other times I don't. I'll hold this up to the light and like I truly just don't know where we're at with this. One day I feel like this is just gonna be empty and I'll be super excited about it. I wouldn't repurchase this concealer. I prefer other concealers over this, but I am trying to slowly work my way through that. My Buxom Blush. This is the one I'm rolling out. I just can't anymore. I want to cycle through my blush collection. I've been working on this for almost a year because I was working on this in my previous Rolling Project 10 pan, and this is literally not even changed in weight. It's weighed 37 grams basically since last July. And this is my favorite blush. Like, I enjoy reaching for this blush. I've reached for this blush so much. And I just feel like this is like, I like don't get excited anymore to reach for this, and like that's a problem. Like, I feel like, I wouldn't say I'm hate panning this because this still honestly is one of my favorite blushes and I can reach for this naturally on my own, but I feel like I've selected really hard products to work on in this project, and I wanted to finish 22 products and have 22 empties throughout this project by the end of the year, and that's just not going to happen if I continue with all of these like harder products to work on. So I'm going to roll this out and exchange it for a different blush that I do actually think I can finish. And you guys might be like thinking like, girl, you're crazy, but we'll get to why. My KVD primer, my Shake primer, this is an eyeshadow primer. When we rolled this in, we had about half of this left, and there is just like literally the tiniest amount left. I don't know if you'll be able to like see when I like flip it up and down. There's just like literally the tiniest amount of product left. I'm a little bit disappointed this isn't an empty yet. It 100% is going to be an empty by the next update, which I'm so excited about. Excited to have an eyeshadow primer empty. I also recently finished up one of my eyeshadow glitter glues, so I feel like I'm working my way through my eyeshadow primer slash glitter glue collection. Like I'll be down to, I believe, just one eyeshadow primer and one glue, like eyeshadow glue, after this is done, which I'm actually very excited about. I don't need to buy any more. I just need one and one. This weighed 19 grams when I rolled this in. It weighed 18 grams last update, and it weighs 16 grams today. So I made hella improvements on that. Good progress. This Mcgrath Foundation is literally the bane of my existence. I feel like I've been wanting to finish this up for so long, but I cannot motivate myself to use this. I also feel like I am working on quite a few foundations throughout various projects at this time, and I prefer the other ones over this one. So I have been struggling with this. When this rolled in, this weighed 148 grams, and it was about halfway done, and we've made slow progress ever since. Last update, this weighed 144 grams, and it did weigh 141 grams today. So I feel like this has definitely been, well, I don't feel like, looking at my progress, this has definitely been my best month yet in terms of use, and I probably have a third left of this. Like definitely probably 3 more months minimum. I just don't love this like so many people I feel like do, but I want to finish this and I want to use this up because this cost so much money, and I want this to be one of my foundation empties this year. So we're still working on that. I'm hoping maybe by the end of August that'll be an empty. I forgot, I do have another exciting update. I have another product that we'll be rolling out because I hit a goal on it. It is my Fenty Beauty highlight in Girl Next Door and Chic Freak, and I'm very excited to announce I have a new pan that has, where is it? A new pan that has entered my collection. I hope you can see it. It's not the largest pan, but I'm super excited about this. I actually hit pan on this today, and I was not expecting to hit pan on this today. A part of me wants to like keep this going for another month just to see how much I can expand the pan, but I do also know that I will just reach for this naturally on my own. So I am gonna roll this out and roll something else in its place for this product, but I was very excited to hit pan on that. When I rolled this in, this weighed 62 grams. It weighed 61 grams last update. It weighs 61 grams today, but we do have a new pan entering my pan family, which I'm so excited about. My Nabla skin bronzing. I love this product, but I'm feeling like very demotivated by it. I almost decided to roll this out of the project and roll a different bronzer in, but then I was looking at it and I was like, no, I know I've made progress on this. It is, I assume, a waffle pan because it is a baked product, and I actually feel like I could, with a little bit more effort and a little bit more use, have a pan in the center of this next update, which I'm hoping for. Otherwise, I think I might exchange this for a different bronzer next update. When I rolled this in, this weighed 52 grams, and it still weighs 52 grams. It weighed 52 grams last update, still weighs 52 grams. I use this just about every single day. I love this product. It's more sheer, adds a little bit of like a satin sort of sheen. It's storming majorly outside. I hope my couch pillows don't fly off my couch, my outdoor couch, that is. Anyway, what am I trying to say? I do love this bronzer. It's literally one of my favorite bronzers in my collection, but I also have a lot of bronzers and kind of just want to cycle through my bronzer collection. And also, I just feel like the pan isn't going to be as gratifying when I hit this, because it's not going to be like it's going to be one of those where like the waffle probably matches the bronzer and I'm not even going to realize I hit pan on it. I don't know like why my mind is like doing that to me and like making me not feel motivated, but that's where I'm at with that. This Patrick Ta lip gloss I rolled in last update. This is in the shade Is She Younger Than You? I just set this out to settle, and well, it's starting to kind of settle. I probably have about 2/3 of this, or maybe a little bit over 2/3. maybe 3/4 of this left. I decided to roll this in because it's not my favorite lip gloss, definitely not one I would replace when I finish it, and I have so many glosses in my collection I need to get rid of, not get rid of, but actually use up glosses. It's a comfortable formula. It's just like not a standout star in my collection. I have other glosses that I prefer over this one, but it's a really beautiful shade, especially for like summertime. I just feel like it has this really beautiful like pink sparkle to it that I just really like for the summer. So my goal is to finish this off. When I rolled this in last update, it weighed 31 grams. It does weigh 30 grams today, so there was some weight change, which I'm really excited about. I did reach for this like quite a bit in my opinion, especially considering how many other lip products I'm trying to focus on and work on. I do feel like I reached for this a good amount, and I'm going to keep reaching for this. I'm hoping maybe by end of August or end of September this can also be an empty. And then I accidentally skipped over my Vive lip liner in the shade Velvet Sands. My goal is to finish this by the end of the year, and I do know it'll probably take me most of the year to finish this off. There was slight change in this from the last update. I did sharpen this, I believe, one time. I wasn't the best at reaching for this, but I did reach for this more than like I normally would a lip pencil. I've been trying to focus on reaching for and not neglecting my lip liner collection. When I rolled this in, this weighed 4 grams. It weighed 3 grams last update, still weighs 3 grams today. Slow but steady progress on this, but I am confident I can finish this by the end of the year. I finally finished my Urban Decay Gwen Stefani lip liner, and it was just like so motivating. So I will finish this one by the end of the year. Those are the 10 products I have to update you on. Now let's talk about the products that I'm going to be rolling in to replace the ones that are rolling out. So I do want to replace my First Aid Beauty primer for another primer, but I'm going to go with a gripping primer over a hydrating primer. So I decided to roll in my LYS Secure Skin Gripping Serum Primer. I believe this is one of the products I included in the products that I want to pan in 2022. It's just not one of my favorite primers. I won't replace it when I finish it, and that's really what I want most of my panning focus to be. Products that I like that won't be like hate panning, but also products that I won't be replacing so that I can work towards lower makeup inventory numbers. If you guys are hearing the rain outside, I do apologize. I do have about half of this left, but I figured it would be a really good time to roll this product in because in the summertime I do typically reach for gripping primers more, just hoping that through the summer heat a gripping primer will help my makeup survive a little bit longer. So my goal is to finish this off. I have a feeling this will take me at least 3 months, but we shall see. For the blush to replace my Buxom blush, I'm going with a liquid blush, and this is one of my all-time favorites in my collection. This is something I would likely consider repurchasing, although I just do not need to add any more cream and liquid blushes to my collection, but I love this one so much. This is from Daniel Sandler. It's in the shade Nectar, and it's this really beautiful, just like very neutral. Oh, I'm realizing my packaging is like flawed and this is getting a little bit messy, but that's okay. It's this really beautiful neutral peach, like tan peach shade that almost shows up as like literally nothing on your cheeks, but I absolutely love this. Even if I'm wearing like literally no makeup but want to add just like a little bit of color to my cheeks, I have worn this and just absolutely loved it. I have about half of this product left. This is where I've marked it. And my goal is to finish this up. I do think it'll take me the majority of the rest of the year to finish it up, but this would be the one blush in my collection I actually feel confident I could finish by the end of the year, rather than like, I don't even think I could hit pan on any other blushes this year. So I want to work on something that I feel like I can empty off, and that is this. And I feel motivated, excited, and inspired to reach for this, as opposed to the Buxom blush, which I was just getting burnt out on. So my goal will be to finish this up. It'll take a long time, but I'm much happier with this over the Buxom Stacials at this moment in time. And then finally, to replace the Fenty Beauty highlight, I wanted to replace with another highlighter. This might be a bit of a challenge because this is definitely a little bit more glitzy than I've been going for in a highlight, but I wanted to choose something I actually felt like I could hit pan on in like a relatively short amount of time, because I want to empty out products and I want to hit pan on products. I want to have more empties at the end of the year, and I want to have a ton of pans in my collection to be able to share in my like wrap up all the pans in my collection series. So I decided to go with my Pixi by Petra Glowy Gossamer Duo in the shade Delicate Dew. I mean, I would honestly be happy if I hit pan on either side of this, but I think I'm definitely more likely to hit pan on the pink side. There's just more of a disturbance there, and it's just what I reach for more often. And I feel like these pans, if I'm not mistaken, are relatively shallow. Like, I feel like I've seen a lot of people with pan on their Pixi Glowy Gossamer Duos. That is so beautiful. I'm actually like literally drooling. Like it just looks, it is very reflective, but like that makes me want to drool. It looks so wet, and it's such a thin formula that it truly just honestly looks like just like glossy skin. Like it's so beautiful. I was gonna roll this in because I totally forgot that I hit pan on that highlight as I was like grabbing things for this video, and I'm actually so excited to work on this now. So that is going to wrap it up for my update on my Rolling Project 10 pan. I'm actually feeling much more inspired and motivated by this project now that I've like rotated in a few other things. I feel like this project has been like my least favorite to work on this year, which is like not how it should be. So I'm feeling a lot more inspired. If you guys are currently working on a project, or even if you've just recently emptied out, hit pan on, or anything like that within your makeup collection, whether or not you're working on a project, let a girl know in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.